morning from Kansas. Nikki here. I am doing a Disney bucket list. My best friend Jessie, who also has a YouTube video, essentially texted me and said she was doing one and I had to do it too. So I had to take a personal day for work today because the roads were in terrible condition for all the snow and stuff, so I figured, hey, I had time, why not? So I have 29 bucket list questions that I will answer, and yeah, I guess without further ado, I'll go with the first one. So the first question is, when are you going? So we are going January 26th through February 4th. So if my math is correct, that means I have 8 more working days, and it is 11 days and counting. So, stupid excited right now. This is, I have no words. Okay, number 2, favorite Disney World park. For me, that's kind of hard. I would say Epcot or Magic Kingdom. I like both of them kind of equally. What is your favorite land in whichever your favorite park is? So in Epcot, the World Showcase, which is probably why Epcot is one of my favorites. There's so much to see and do. A lot of people think that Epcot is boring because most of it is the showcase. I find different cultures fascinating. I like to go in and see like the different things. I collect foreign money, I collect coins and stuff. I think it's fascinating. I think it's the coolest thing. I could spend probably my entire vacation just in the showcase alone. In Magic Kingdom, that's a tie. I think I like Liberty Square and I like Fantasyland. Liberty Square solely because Haunted Mansion is there, and that's probably my favorite ride. It's just something classic with the Haunted Mansion. I like that ride. Fantasyland, there's other things, you know. Fantasyland's just a good land, so there's a lot of good stuff over there. Number 3. Oh, no, number 4, sorry. Where are you staying? So, super exciting. We are staying at New Orleans, Port Orleans, or Port Orleans Riverside. We're actually staying in a princess room. They are gorgeous with the firework headboards and just, they're pretty. They're gorgeous. We saw them on a vlog and decided that was our end goal. We wanted to stay there at least once. Number 5, snacks you want to eat. Can I say all of them? Okay. If I had to choose, I don't know. I've only been there once, so I that's the other part with the showcase. There's a lot of food there, and if you've seen Jessie's vlogs, you know that she's got some obsession with the school bread in Norway. I want to give that a go. I've actually never had a Mickey head pretzel with cheese. I want to have one of those, which is crazy to say that I've never had a pretzel. We didn't actually eat a whole lot of snacks the last time we were there, so I would just kind of like to peruse around the showcase and kind of nibble on a little bit of everything. So I don't have a specific snack I have to eat. If it catches my fancy, I want to try it. Number 6, souvenir you'll spend the most money on. I'm actually going to try to be really good on this trip. I spent a lot of money on the last trip, and I don't necessarily have anything like that I'm looking at that I'm like, I have to have. I was gonna buy another one of these Spirit jersey shirts, but I have one, so I don't necessarily feel like I need another one. We'll see, like if something hollers for me or calls out my name kind of thing, maybe I'll buy it, but as of right now, I don't actually have anything in mind for buying. I'm gonna try to be good this time because I spent a ton of money the last time. Number 7, table service you want to try. We are so very lucky. I can't say how lucky we are. I'm so very grateful for this trip. My mom, Jessie, and I travel so very well together, and our likes mesh up so well. Every place that I want to go, we have reservations for. So, Cinderella's Royal Table, Hoop-de-Doo review, we're doing a Bon Voyage breakfast, the Ohana breakfast, we're doing Be Our Guest breakfast and dinner. So I don't know, all of them I wanted to try, and we're so lucky because I get to do all of them. So I can't pick just one because I get to do them all, so I'm very, very lucky. If I absolutely had to, I don't know, because we're also going to the Rose and Crown. The Rose and Crown we get to go to, and we'll be there while Illuminations is going, so that will be amazing. We're doing Cinderella Royal Table, and we're gonna be there while the fireworks are going. That's gonna be amazing. Be Our Guest for dinner. I might be looking forward to that one maybe a little bit more, but that's not so much to the food. That's because I've heard that this is the only time you can meet Beast, and he's one of my favorites. So maybe I'll say Be Our Guest just because of Beast. Counter service that you want to try. Probably the Tituba Canteen, maybe. I haven't been there since Pandora opened, and I've seen lots and lots of vlogs about the Tituba Canteen and like the cheeseburger pods. They look really good. They look strange, but really good. I could give those a go. I think they look pretty tasty. If not there, then Casey's, because who doesn't love chili cheese dogs? Like, or those cheeseburger, or the corn dog bites. Like, we've kind of made it a law in our trip that every time we're in Magic Kingdom, we have to eat at Casey's at least once. That place is delicious. Character dining experience you're most excited for. Oh, well, I guess the Be Our Guest dinner, if that counts as an character dining. It probably doesn't, because he's not there all the time, I don't think. Shoot, I don't know then. Maybe the Bon Voyage adventure or whatever experience. I think it's a new one on Boardwalk. You get to meet Flynn Rider, Rapunzel, Eric, and Ariel. So I know Jessie's looking forward to it because she gets to meet Ariel. I would look forward to it because you get to meet Flynn. That I would say probably the Bon Voyage one. Ride you're most looking forward to. Strangely enough, Pirates of the Caribbean. This will be the last time that we get to ride it before they change it over to the new, like the new refurbishment. It's gonna go down a little bit after we come home, where they change it to where the redhead's no longer getting auctioned off. She's gonna become the leader of the female pirates. So I think that'll be interesting. It'll be cool that I'll be able to hopefully film it and see it one last time before it changes over into the new way that it'll be. And then the other ones, like, I haven't been there since Frozen opened, and I haven't been there since Pandora's opened, so I'm looking forward to those rides as well. We have fast passes for both Frozen and Pandora, so I know we'll be riding those. Number 11, if I haven't been calling numbers out. Show you are most anticipating. A new show that I've never seen, I go probably with the Hoop-de-Doo review. I've seen multiple vlogs on it, and it looks pretty fun, looks entertaining, pretty funny, punny, just lots of food, lots of fun, lots of activities, keeps you entertained the whole time. I find those pretty funny and enjoyable to be at. One that I've been to before and I'm excited to see again is Fantasmic. I love that show. It was a wonderful show. I'm hoping we get a little bit better seats this time, but even with the seats we were sitting in, it was fantastic, is what that show. It was probably one of my favorite shows that we saw. Number 12, parade you want to watch. Unfortunately, I didn't see any parades the last time we went. We went to the Mickey's Not So Scary the very first night that we got there last time in September, and I got sick. So I've mentioned several times that how hot it was, and when we got there we ate lunch, but between lunch and getting to the parks it had been probably 6 hours or so, 5-6 hours, and it was so terribly hot that none of us felt hungry. And in an attempt to cool down, we had the candy corn ice cream, and some of you are probably ahead of me already, but when I had the ice cream I suddenly felt really bad. I overheated, my blood pressure just spiked and then dropped. There was no air moving. With a bunch of people, no air moving, I felt nauseous, and all of a sudden I realized I needed real food, but I couldn't even be around the real food because I felt nauseous. So I was actually moving. I was there long enough to be able to see the Headless Horseman on his gorgeous Friesen come down the road, and then I was pretty much going in and out of the Emporium, which is air conditioned, trying to cool off. I was so distracted with trying to make myself feel better, I missed the parade. I missed the Hocus Pocus Spooktacular, and then as soon as it was done, Jessie popped off real fast to meet Lotso, and then as soon as she was done, we left, so we missed the fireworks as well. So I've never seen a parade, so I would like to see all the parades this time, which I think is the Festival of Fantasy. If they're doing an electric parade, I'd love to see it, and if it rains, which is probably a good chance of it, I'd like to see the rainy day parade. I'd like to do a clean sweep and see all of them. Okay, number 13, fireworks that you're most excited for. So again, same thing with the parades. I've never seen fireworks. Happily Ever After, I've heard, is just amazing, nostalgic, just wonderful, magical, amazing. Any positive word that you could ever give it, it belongs to Happily Ever After. So for sure I want to see it. Oh, I guess I take that back. I have seen fireworks. We've seen illuminations in Epcot, which were a wonderful show. So I do want to see illuminations again, but I'm most looking forward to the Happily Ever After in Magic Kingdom. Number 14, Epcot Pavilion you want to visit. So because World Showcase fascinates me so much, I don't actually have a specific favorite pavilion. I like all the pavilions. Like I said earlier, I could spend my entire vacation there. I would just like to very thoroughly go through each and every one of them. Maybe Italy? I guess I'll go with Italy. Pretty close, maybe Norway after that. I do really want to go to, I don't know if it's Japan or China that have the drum ceremony. I really want to watch that. I was a percussionist in band for a really long time, so anything percussion related catches my interest. So they have a drum ceremony. I think it's China. They have a drum ceremony that I would love to see. 15. What is your magic band color? So I think I've shown this several times. It's teal, and it's a Hercules band because Hercules is my favorite Disney movie. So I've had this thing for 2 weeks or something now. I've been wearing it as a bracelet because I'm so excited to go. I could literally go right now. Scan me in, I'm ready. Let's see. 16. Face character you want to meet. I don't know. If I had to say, she's a rare character. I know you can meet her sometimes, but I would really like to see, like, meet Maleficent. She's probably my favorite. That's part of the reason why I want to see Festival of Fantasy so bad. Maleficent's dragon is probably my favorite, like, character, if you want to call it that. So to meet Maleficent would be really cool, but she's one of the rare characters that you don't see out in the parks very often. Non-face character that you would like to meet. Probably go with Sorcerer Mickey. I met him last time and we'll meet him this time. Other than Pluto, Sorcerer Mickey is my favorite character. The two of them are my top 2 favorites in the parks. So those are, like, I guess I should say of the Fab 5. And Sorcerer isn't the Fab 5, but he's a variation of Mickey who is the Fab 5. So I consider him of the Fab 5 because I have lots of, like, technical favorite characters. So that's kind of my category there. Pluto and Sorcerer is the Fab 5 favorite. 18. Character you wish you could meet. I feel he's super underrated and you don't get to meet very many princes, but I would love to meet Prince Philip. He's my favorite of the princes. I feel like he's the only prince, or one of the only princes. Prince Eric is pretty far up there too, but they're one of the only princes that he does a bulk of the heavy lifting, I guess we'll say, in the movies. He's the one that rescues, you know, Aurora. A lot of the other princesses, they essentially rescue themselves, but Aurora couldn't do that and she isn't able, so she doesn't rescue herself. Prince Philip is the one that goes in and slays her dragon, literally slays the dragon to rescue her. Like, I feel like he's the hero of that movie, but Aurora gets all the credit, and I don't know, he's my favorite of the princes, and you almost don't see him at all represented in the park. He's in the parade, the Festival of Fantasy parade, but he's in Fantasmic too, but he's just in little baby, like, clips of stuff, and you don't get to see him very much. What attraction event do you wish was available for your trip? I would have to say Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and I only say that because I've never been to one. I've technically been to Mickey's Not So Scary. I'd like to do one of those again because obviously, like I said, I was sick during the only one I've been to. But a very special reason for the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas is it's the one and only time that you can meet Prince Philip. And it's actually one of the only times you can meet any of the princes, except for Prince Eric, which is now when you can meet him in the Bon Voyage breakfast. But Prince Charming, Prince Philip, I think you can meet Prince Ferdinand sometimes with Snow White, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's the only time that you can meet the bulk of the princes, and that's during the Very Merry party. And Disney, if you ever see this, like, get on that. What boggles my mind is people like me, people like you, we grew up watching the princesses. So now that we're adults, we don't necessarily look up to the princesses anymore. We're looking at the princes going, hey, how you doing? But we can't meet them. We can only meet the princesses. And you're over there going, where's your man? Like, can we meet him? Like, where is he? And he's MIA because the Disney doesn't focus on the princes. They focus on the princesses. We need, like, Disney needs to get in there and like make the princes more available to us. Just saying. Number 20. Did you book your own travel or did you use a travel agent? This particular trip we booked ourselves through Disney. The one in September, we originally tried to use an agent, but she seemed like a godsend at first, and then she was really insistent on a dining plan, and almost got kind of belligerent toward the end before we were like, we'll do it ourselves, it's fine. We did not want a dining plan, and she was just like, no, you need a dining plan. And then it finally came out at the end that she didn't get paid anything, or she got paid very little unless we did a dining plan. But a dining plan for our purpose, we would have had to pay per person, and per person it was like $900, and we weren't going to eat that much, and we didn't eat that much, so it was a huge waste of money for us. So she got really rude toward the end, and we were just like, we'll do it ourselves. So we ended up doing, I guess, both times through Disney, and that was way easier for us. Number 21, on-site hotel that you want to visit. The Wilderness Lodge, I think I'll have to say, because we're going to the Polynesian because we have a breakfast reservation there. But the Wilderness Lodge, I say because there are animals there, specifically horses, and even more specifically, the horses that they use, or the horse that they use for the Mickey's Not So Scary. I guess the Friesen that they use for the Headless Horseman when he comes down the street before the parade. That horse is beautiful, and we learned that they stable that horse at the Wilderness Lodge, or at least in the Wilderness Lodge or Fort Wilderness area. And I would love to be able to go visit the horses and just see them, because they're gorgeous. My mom and I love horses. Jessie loves horses, so it's not like a hardship to go see the horses. Number 22. What is something that isn't on your plans but would make your dreams come true? This whole trip has made my dreams come true. I don't know. I guess staying either at the Cinderella Castle Suite, which, I mean, that would be huge, or if not that, then maybe staying like club level or something at the Floridian, which is their like flagship deluxe resort. I would like to stay there, maybe. I don't know. Every time I think about it, I don't think this trip could get any better. The only way it could get better is if we showed up at Riverside, Port Orleans Riverside, and we got to the desk to check in, and when we got there, they're like, oh, actually, you know what? Your stay is on us. It's free. Let us refund all your money. Like, that's literally the only thing I can think of that would make this trip more perfect. Like, I feel so thankful and so grateful. I mean, this is the best thing that I could come up with. I'm overwhelmed sometimes when I think about it, because it's just the most amazing thing. Like, to look at my reservations, to look at my fast passes, to look at, you know, just our plans for that whole 10 days. it's overwhelming just because how amazing the trip is gonna be. I'm so grateful, so thankful, and so blessed to be able to do it. And with my two best friends, my two, you know, most important people to me, you know, the way it could be even better, I guess, is if my grandma could come with me. Like, my mom is my best friend, and then my best friend that I've had since 4th grade. Like, my two best friends are coming with me. Like, how could it be any more perfect? It can't be. Like, I'm truly lucky. So I don't know if I could do anything to top it to make my dreams come true, other than maybe make it so I could go back again one day. Number 23, what is your very first souvenir you will buy? It's pretty easy. As soon as we get there, we're probably gonna eat at the resort. So if it's not a souvenir mug, which is the resort mug that it'll be refillable, then it'll be the resort pin to show that I'm there, that's the resort that I stayed in. Number 24, what Disney transportation are you excited to use? It's gonna be super silly, but I'm actually really excited to use the Magic Express to get from the airport to the resort. Because in my mind, as soon as I get on that Magic Express, that means my vacation has started. I might be at the Orlando airport, but I don't start until my foot enters that bus, because that is the Disney bus and it is taking me to Disney. So I am super excited to get to that Disney Express bus. Number 25, movie you would like to see represented in one of the parks. Relatively easy, I guess. Hercules, my favorite Disney movie. It's almost nowhere in the park. There's no rides. You could do anything. There could be a resort, like an Athenian resort, or one that's based on the Parthenon or something. The Greek Parthenon. I love Greek mythology. I think it would be so cool to have like a Greek-based resort. Like, how fun would that be? With like the vases of the muses or something. Like, I think that would be so cool. You could have a villains, you know, part, and then you could have the heroes part, and then you could stay in a villain's room, or you could stay in a hero's room. Like, that would be cool. They could do a ride for the underworld. It could be maybe not a roller coaster per se. It would need to be relatively slow so you could see what's going on, but maybe like a water ride, or, you know, like an inner tube that you're kind of just floating around and you're down in the underworld and it's dark, or something along the lines of Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, like a dark underworld that you're going in. That would be fun, but you have to get past Cerberus to get into the underworld. That would be super cool. I think that would be fun. Number 26, what dance party do you want to attend? 0. I do not dance. Not even a little. Nobody wants to see that. 27, Main Street shop you want to visit. Oh, I mean, the Emporium's always a good one to visit. We did the Emporium, I mean, lots of times. There's lots of really good stuff in the Emporium. I think other than that, I would actually like to go, we didn't do across the street from the Emporium at all. We didn't do that side. I think it's called Uptown Jewelers. I would really like to go in there. I've heard there's a lot of really good stuff, but it's also more expensive in there. So, but they've got like really cool figurines and stuff. So I'd like to go and check that out. Number 28, Disney Springs shop that you want to visit. That's easy. Uniqlo. I've seen lots and lots of videos on it. They've got really neat like Disney themed shirts and whatever, and they are not Disney prices at all. And though the clothes are super cute, and I'm really excited to be able to go in and see that. And then of course World of Disney, like that's the biggest Disney store in the country. Like you have to go in there. And it looks like the very last one, number 29. Are you attending during a holiday, and what holiday do you wish you were attending? There aren't any like holiday things going on, but we are going during the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, which is relatively new. I'm actually really excited for it. We were there during the Food and Wine Festival last time. Also during Mickey's Not So Scary. So the Festival of the Arts is kind of with the snack stuff. I want to try all the foods and I want to paint on the wall. I'm really excited to be able to take my picture and be in, you know, the classic paintings and, you know, the screamer, and do silly face poses and do stuff like that. And I think that'll be really fun. So I don't know if you'd call Festival of the Arts part of a holiday. It's not technically, but I don't really wish there was a holiday going, because I'm really excited that the Festival of the Arts is going while we are there. Okay, well, that is the bucket list that Jessie sort of challenged me to do. You know, you'll have to let me know if you think I need more questions, or if I need to add to it, or other things that you would like to know. I'd be happy to answer them in the comments. But yeah, I'm so excited. I think I FaceTimed my mom for like 2 hours this morning, because we're so excited about going. The drive to the airport is like 2 hours or so, and with the weather that it is, I think our flight's at like 6 in the morning. And we're talking about being there at like 2 in the morning, because we think we're going to be so excited we're not going to be able to sleep. So we're going to be at the airport probably 4 hours early with literally nothing to do. We're not missing our plane. Like last time we were in security 15 minutes before our plane was supposed to board. No bueno. Not happening this time. This time it's going to be like 4 hours before we need to be there. It's happening. So... but yeah, bucket list. Excited to go. I just can't wait. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe, because I'm going to Disney in 11 days. Like, you don't want to miss that. Yeah, let me know if you have other questions or things that I should add to the bucket list, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys later.